It's changing something. We don't have to think about the usual Juventus, even if it is the 3-5-2, even if there is the Italian BBC, Barzagli, Bonucci, Chiellini, but it's changing because they have never lost the calmness, the quietness. He was always looking in control. We don't know if he really was. But he was giving that idea also to his players.
Nice ball, Dybala charging in, but scrambling back in time. Bernardeschi lifted after these sales are sitting in the bank account. There might not be a club that does business better than Juve.
No, absolutely not. Barzagli, just mine, came for free. Bonucci came not for free, but in a time when everybody was tipping Ranocchia to be the next centre back for Italy, and it was not.
And of course, Pogba. Practically free, and they sell him on for 100 million profit.
Yeah, approximately. We will never know exactly.
And a few words in passing.
It's interesting also how Lemina will perform. We see he's taking exactly the Marchisio position with no shame to do that. He's tracking back to receive the passage, to receive the ball, and then starting the building up. That would be the best signing for Juventus.
Lost into the air. And then back to Chiellini.
One thing is marking the difference between the two. The pressure that Juventus do 1 second after losing the ball, and the pressure that Fiorentina don't do when Juventus got the ball.
This is the second match of the new campaign. Second half underway. Christian Theo, more of a wing player. Ball driven in towards the spot. The deflection despite the attempt by Rodri. Fiorentina able to clear, and Asamoah with a nice touch.
Let's see if now Fiorentina can bring up pressure in some way, can bring up the midfield line a bit. This is the first. Look again, midfield. Swallowed in between the Juventus lines. Very hard to play. Bernardeschi now has to track back.
So but normally the way you would handle that is go out to the wings. It just takes Fiorentina so long to get there that Juve can recover.
Exactly, indeed. And it is predictable. Everybody can spot where the ball will go, and it's not going there. And Sanchez shouted to Tomovic to just play the ball wide, because there is always free on the other side. Marcos Alonso is having a bit of space, but the ball is just moving too slow. Now he's trying badly, but at least it's
talent for Allegri.
Obviously, he's not a direct competitor, Quadrado, for Lichtsteiner, because he's probably helping Allegri to switch the system with a 3-man up front, but that obviously is coming from your side, your winger. So, considering that Lichtsteiner is offensive, if Quadrado will be playing, there is Dani Alves.
Barcelona, haven't seen much of that yet, and forgot something along the way. Alexandro, pressure, winning it back quietly, even on the scoreboard in the first half. It's been a quiet game, but a good game for Khedira. Lemina slices in front of Sanchez, wide for the German. Good run for Higuain. Coming in from Roma by way of Cagliari. Milicic riding the challenge off to Alonso.
It's just too slow.
Hanging the ball high, Tomovic.
Anyway, Allegri is taking the risk, if you can call it that risk, to line up Alexandro since beginning. Maybe it is telling about something about the hierarchy that have changed in Juventus. probably like 20 million.
Looking at the bench, and 3 of the expected players that would have looked quite in place in a starting lineup chipped away. Got the rational and lifted up and over the crossbar, almost buried by Sami Khedira. Protocol, making sure he's okay.
That's a key moment. Fiorentina with 10 men. One that is off is one of the 3 centre-back. They better stay tight. Juventus are great in making the most of these little breaks.
And again, they could conceivably drop Alonso back to a left-back position even tighter. Maybe Bernardeschi or Vecino helping out Chalo Rodriguez on the right side, but from Juventus perspective, blood in the water, and now's not a time for mercy. And they are going right at that spot, although Tomovic in, but behind the play. Asamoah finding Khedira, deflected,